Every day we do things without questioning them. We shake hands when we meet someone, clink glasses before taking a sip, tip our hats, well some still do, and say bless you when someone sneezes. These seem like simple acts of politeness, but their origins are far from ordinary. In fact, they were once a matter of life and death. Let's take a journey back in time and uncover the surprising reasons behind these everyday gestures. 1. The handshake. Imagine you're living in medieval Europe, a time when trust was rare and enemies were everywhere. You meet a stranger on the road and instead of just greeting them with a nod, you extend your hand. Why? Because back then, shaking hands wasn't just about being friendly, it was about making sure they weren't about to stab you. A firm grip proved that neither of you had a hidden weapon in your sleeve. Some even went as far as shaking up and down just to see if a dagger would fall out. What started as a life-saving precaution eventually turned into a universal symbol of trust and agreement. So, next time you shake hands, just remember, you're part of an ancient security check. 2. Clinking glasses. Now, picture yourself in a grand medieval feast. Laughter fills the air, but trust is thin. Poisoning was a common way to get rid of enemies, and people were always suspicious of what was in their cup. To solve this, people started clinking their glasses together, hard enough to make their drinks splash into each other's cups. If you were willing to let some of your drink mix with the other person's, it proved you weren't trying to poison them. It was a sign of trust. Over time, the clinking of glasses became less about survival and more about celebration. But deep down, that ancient instinct still lingers. When we say cheers, we're really just making sure no one's trying to kill us. 3. Tipping hats. Tipping your hat might seem old-fashioned today, but it has roots in medieval battlefields. In those days, knights wore heavy helmets with visors that covered their faces. When approaching a friend or ally, they would raise their visor to show their face, an act of trust and respect. Over time, as hats replaced helmets, men continued the tradition by simply tipping their hats instead. Even though we no longer wear armor, the gesture of tipping a hat or giving a respectful nod still carries the same meaning. It's a small, silent way of saying, I respect you. 4. Saying bless you. Have you ever sneezed and immediately heard someone say, bless you? It's an automatic response, but do you know where it comes from? Ancient civilizations believed sneezing could release the soul from the body or even invite evil spirits inside. In some cultures, sneezing was thought to be a sign of impending illness, something especially terrifying during times of deadly plagues. To counteract these dangers, people started saying bless you as a way to protect the sneezer from harm. Even today, in an era of science and medicine, we still instinctively offer blessings after a sneeze, just in case. From shaking hands to saying bless you, many of our daily habits have origins that are far more dramatic than we realize. They weren't just created for politeness. They were survival tactics, expressions of trust, and ways to navigate a world filled with danger. Would you like to hear the origins of more everyday customs? Let me know in the comments. Like and follow for more.